Yeah, so it's an interesting thing because the dollars we use were once redeemable for gold. So they started out as warehouse receipts. So because gold is relatively heavy, it's hard to like pay for coffee with gold coins, for instance. People would opt to store their gold in a warehouse and take a paper receipt for it. And then naturally, because paper's lighter and more divisible and all these things in gold, people just started trading in these warehouse receipts as if they were money. And the corruption occurred when the number of these receipts became produced in excess of the gold reserves. So say they have 10 ounces of gold in reserve, they have 20 ounces worth of receipts being traded. So effectively, if everyone went to redeem for gold at the same time, the warehouse or bank would basically not have enough gold to satisfy demand. So it became operating on a lie, essentially. And the temptation there was basically overwhelming for governments to take control over, because if you could print these these warehouse receipts in excess of real money, you can really just create money out of thin air, and that's exactly what happened. Governments centralized control of gold. They outlawed its possession here in the U.S. With Executive Order 6102. And then over time, it was just kind of this long game, sleight of hand, ledger domain move by government, where it's just like everyone's thinking in dollars, which actually meant they were thinking in gold. But over time, the government just reduced the tether to gold, culminating in the 1971 Nixon shock when he completely severed redeemability of dollars into gold permanently. So this was over 50 years ago. And that's what introduced this concept of fiat currency. And, I like to describe fiat currency as essentially a pyramid scheme constructed around gold. It has no economic tether to reality at all. So it's really just a government debt token backed by the anticipated future taxing authority. Like its ability to collect taxes in the future is the only thing that gives the dollar value. And so, yeah, and since 1971, there's a great website called WTF1971.com. It just shows all of the economic and social implications of since we've gone off hard money, what's happened to the world. Debt's exploded, obesity's exploded, disease, addiction, all these things. So fiat money, I guess, at its core, it's dishonest money. It's not actually money. It's actually debt.